About 780,000 Americans will have a stroke this year. That's someone every 40 seconds. And May is National Stroke Awareness Month. Our health affects our performance and our ability to earn an income, which in turn impacts our potential to amass wealth. We are living on average more than 30 years longer than we did a century ago. There is a greater chance of being diagnosed with a critical illness like stroke or heart attack. The average age that happens with someone is at 43 years. 75% of healthy individuals over age 40 will become critically ill at some time in the future. The longer we live, the more chance something will happen, that we may get a critical illness. With medical technology, there is more chance that we will survive it. There are millions of survivors of critical illness, as survival rates for critical illness today are better than ever. The financial situation that follows a lengthy recovery can be very expensive and could be very devastating to our ability to earn an income, to pay for care and treatment, and could impact our quality of life and standard of living. Our health and store of wealth will be taken away if we make no provision. Many survivors experience financial hardship from indirect costs resulting from critical illness. 66% are indirect costs not usually covered by traditional health insurance. 2/3 of bankruptcies result from medical expenses. How would a critical illness affect your quality of life, your standard of living? Would you be able to handle the extra expenses associated with your recovery? How would you pay for these expenses that are not generally covered, like co-payments and deductibles, the cost of rehabilitation and home health care, your loss of income, home or automobile modifications, second medical opinions, uncovered or additional prescription drugs, out-of-network or experimental medical treatments, additional child care or housekeeping costs, travel to receive the special treatment, the transportation and lodging for family members during treatment. Even an otherwise healthy person can get a critical illness. A friend was healthy at age 24 when he was hit by a drunk driver. Now he's on his second kidney transplant. He tapped into his savings and is fine now, but there is a better way. If you cannot put away a year or two of savings fast enough to have what you know you will need in the meantime if something happens, you can sow into multiplication and create leverage with critical illness insurance. While critical illness insurance does not replace the need for health insurance and good health practices that reduce our risk, your critical illness policy benefit can write you a check for up to $100,000 upon diagnosis of a heart attack, a stroke, kidney failure, if you have to go on dialysis, if you need a major organ transplant, even life-threatening forms of major cancer. Critical illness insurance is a powerful way to account for needs that we can very well anticipate and sustain your current lifestyle in case something happens to your health. Critical illness insurance provides you choices and gives you options to pay off debts, your mortgage, to move to a less stressful job, work fewer hours, take a leave of absence, make your home wheelchair accessible, arrange for child care while you're recovering, pay for quality nursing care, to choose experimental or out-of-network medical treatments. So it's not about death, it's about survival. The choice is yours. Critical illness insurance provides benefit amounts paid in a lump sum. You are written a check, and this comes to you income tax free. That provides financial flexibility, gives you more sense of control over your life. Money at a time of need when you need it most. Money for you as a living benefit. How much do you need? If diagnosed with a critical illness, you will likely need 12 to 18 months of your gross monthly income to meet the cost of your indirect expenses. What is the cost of this benefit? For non-tobacco users, a healthy 30-year-old can get started in a critical illness plan for less than 50 cents a day. A healthy 60-year-old would pay about $1 a day for the same policy. That is not going to change anyone's lifestyle, but can leverage quite a value that would help someone maintain their lifestyle if something were to happen, that someone gets critically ill. If you can lock in the rates today, while they're affordable, many people find a value in that because there is a high cost of waiting. Why take the chance of being so devastated when you can prepare for what we might very well anticipate? Situations can get out of control if we do not control them when we can. You can make provisions so that you have what you need to protect your financial security and have more of what you need when the time comes. We should exercise more stewardship and cognitive dissonance, not only with what we take into our body, but also for our plans for wealth accumulation and preservation. Matthew 25 informs our judgment that we should prepare ourselves for life events that we expect might happen, that we should be held accountable for how good a steward we've been over what we've been given. So too with our longevity and prosperity. The giver of life did not come just that we might bear forth much fruit, but that our fruit shall remain, and that we might have a more abundant life. Life does not always happen as we expect, but we can prevent the financial crisis associated with critical illness and stay in alignment with our financial plan. There are certain protections and rewards to those who establish purposes for stewardship and make provision for stronger, healthier, wealthier, and more sustainable lifestyles. The worst thing that would ever happen if you never have a heart attack or stroke or get diagnosed with a critical illness is that 100% of all the premiums you pay into a critical illness policy are passed on to your beneficiary. So how can you lose? Life rewards those who take action. I'm Craig Anthony Nicholas, and I'm bringing attention to how you can prepare for life events during National Stroke Awareness Month. You may email me at yes@mrcan.net or call me at 832-35-MR-CAN. That's 832-356-7226 to set your appointment with me today. Let's discuss how you can decide to secure your path to a more sustainable health and wealth.